Fine. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Mr. Saul. Welcome back.
Mr. Sow, anyalle jam hajoni hida wiye bismillah e jonde dimmerende.
Just to remind you that you're still under oath.
Hajoni ko andindingol ma e hudol gol hudino da dongol hajoni ko gol dari.
And we shall be continuing with your testimony.
Te joni ni hajoni en kontinay fi se yewtore manden.
And that before we went on the second break,
Do en yawtude yahugol fodare men dimmerende.
you explained to the Commission about your detention at the NIA headquarters.
Asifani ke do commission on du woni ko fewti kon bangal ko nanga da kon du woni NIA kan hoggo mabbe to.
And how you were later transported to the Mile 2 Central Prisons.
Ko honno kadi be lawol hongol be jetti habe jettima be sottima be na umma ka kaso janoto du woni Mile 2.
You also explained about the conditions that you suffered briefly at Mile 2.
Halani do kadi yimbe cadede de hebuda ton den tampere de hebuda ton den du woni ka kasoto du woni Mile 2.
And you also told us that your duration of detention was 26 months.
Halani do yimbe happu mo andanda ko on happu nangada du woni yehi lebbi no gas e jeego.
So to continue from there,
Pour fuddoro den wana bilande ma don.
Mr. Saul, can you tell us if you had any medical issues whilst detained at Mile 2 prisons?
Joni hino wayni Mr. So ndahida wawi haalande yimbe wattu mo tembu mo andanda hida joga hida e jungo nda hebuno ton cadele seeda ko andanda hino yaari e fi cellal mangal.
Yes, I had health issues at the Mile 2 prison.
Time ne jahannomi de Mile 2 already taw mi wadanoma mi operanoma for cataracts.
When I was, just before I went to the prison, I was operated for cataract.
So
Sorry, when you say cataract, your eyes, you had an eye operation.
Wi cataract ko woni ella ma andanda hino naati e gite maade.
Mullo, fulo wuti mullo.
Yes, okay.
Continue.
So ko gonnomi ton ko because Mile 2 cuudi daridi ton di no ton wonirno environment no ton wonirno is moƴƴani he gite in the first place.
Yes, at Mile 2, the environment there is very, very bad to eyesight.
Because awawa yide ko ɓuri 10 meters, one in the first place.
Because you cannot see in front of you more than 10 meters.
Kana tawa ko dow ndarɗa.
Unless you look upwards towards the sky.
Sa woni wonata dow hoyniɗa, si taw woni ko wol ndarɗa ko wol jiyata wol mo ganduɗa fayda towendi mum is 6, 7, 8 meters high.
But wherever you look in front of you, you look at a wall 6 to 7 meters high.
Plus lighting system ton is bad.
Plus the lighting system in the prison there is also very bad.
Celji ɗi kadi condition mabɓe is dusty, creepy, no luuɓi kadi.
And the condition in the cells is also very bad because it's always dusty and very smelly too.
So ɗum wallani gite hay selluɗe sakantuma gite ɗe anduɗa I have no problem.
That's not helpful to even people with good eyes, much more somebody with bad eyesight.
So your detention further worsened your cataract issue and your eyesight.
Joni hino wayni nangal ngol nangadangal ton dum burtuno beydinde mullo ko hebuno ko e gita maade.
Ko non way.
Yes, that's quite true.
Did you receive treatment for it whilst at Mile 2 prison?
De wonnoda e jungo mabbe ton ka kaso ton da hebuno nyaawndugol e jungo mabbe.
Ami hebano de mi etino non. Wano try kono mi heɓoyno hen ko kulmi so gaccumi.
I tried, but afterwards I became afraid. This is why I didn't follow it up.
Did you ask to be taken to a hospital?
Nda ajantunoɓe pour ɓe naɓa maka lopitane pour ñawde ɗa.
Eyi.
Yes.
And were you taken to a hospital?
Ɓe naɓunoma ka lopitane.
Ala.
No.
Did they give you reasons why?
Jonnunoma dalila ko honɗum sababi ɗum.
ñande garnomi ɗo Sajin Dabo kanko wonno officer on kanko wonno senior Sajin on duty ñanden.
That day I approached one Sergeant Dabo who was on duty that day.
So mbimomo min komi post surgical patient cataract.
I explained to him that I'm a surgical patient who suffered from cataract and I was operated on.
So mbimi ɗum mi opiranoma ɓo yite ni from time to time aɗa foti tutade hospital so ɓe ganda condition ay ono woniri.
I told him that after the operation I should have been going back to the hospital for time to time for them to check and know the condition of my eyes.
But Dabo wi kam Sergeant Dabo wi kam ko an ka deteni an adduɓe maɓɓe ɗo ko ɓen tan mbawi windude to amin wondema we should take you to the hospital.
Sergeant Dabo told me that, well, you are a detainee. Well, the people who brought you here are the people who should write for you to be taken to the hospital.
Mbiɗum min mi heɓani ɓen access so joni no ballirta kam an haalan authorities moɗon ɗi ɓe kalana ɓe because min definitely jiɗamde I need attention. I
told him that, well, I cannot get access to those people now. What I can do is to approach you because while I am in the prison here, you are the people who should help me. Why can't you write to your authorities so that they can help me? Because I have an issue with my eyes.
So, Mr. So, you were not taken to a hospital for medical treatment?
You know what ini Mr. So aw ɓe naɓani maka lobutane pour heɓa ñawdugol e ɓandu gite maɗen.
Well, Mr. Dabo it didn't work. Ko jaɓani dal.
On that day, Mr. Dabo didn't help me. It didn't work. He was not ready to help.
So then, because you were not taken, did you ask again to be treated in the prisons?
Joni no wawno no wayni ɓa ajantino jungo may pour ɓe yoɓe naɓe ka lobutane ɗum ɗon heɓaki nda ajantunoɓe pour yo awo yoɓe ñawde ka nder prix kaso toon tigui ka lobutane wonɗo ton o.
Eyyi mi tiɗnuno kay min kay mi winoɓe ɗo mbawate mi ñawde foof wiyata ko nder toon walla to yaas yomi ñawde rek kono Sergeant Dabo wi kam
Sergeant Dabo wi ma
Sergeant Dabo wi kam so waɗande ko woni wota tampini yimɓe because sa yeehi to yaas a tawa toon wumɓe hewɓe no toon.
Well, I tried my best even to be treated inside the prison there. But what Sergeant Dabo later told me was that don't give us a problem. In fact, don't worry us. If you go outside, you will see a lot of blind people roaming around the streets. So don't try and bring a problem for us here.
O kam so sa amalama si a yalti ɗo si taw woni a yaltat ɗo sa yalti ɗo tawa ka bumɗo kono a mayani nden a yettaten Allah.
He told me, well, you have to stay here. If you don't die in the prison here, whenever you go out, if you are lucky, you can do something about it. But as far as you are here, well, there's nothing we can do about it.
So, Mr. Sow, in other words, you were refused treatment?
No wayni aw Mr. Sow ɓe jaɓanoma ñawdude.
Yes.
So at this point, you have been detained for 26 months.
Joni aw no wayni a nangama joɗinama dulagoro ɗum wonde yata lebbi nogasi e jeego.
You have a medical condition where your eyesight is getting worse by the day.
Hiɗa jogui ñaw mo andanda wonde ñaw guite ɗum woni mullo ɗo andanda wondema ɗum no tampini guite maɗen.
You have been refused medical treatment.
Ɓe jaɓani pour ɓe naɓama pour heɓa ñawdogol e guite ɗen.
What effect did this have on you during the stay at the prison?
Ɗum fof ko honɗum caɗele honɗum ɗum addannoma wattu mo andandama wondema hiɗa e jungo maɓɓe e jogagol.
Even ko jangandomi ko alqur'ana toon sa at first before guite am ɗe tambinde kam sa deftere waɗanomi nde use ko ma wanmi nde change so lastly ko wano nde waɗanomi exactly all copy this edition ko nde waɗanomi waɗa use in there because of color kaydi ndi.
Yeah, because at the prison there I used to read the Quran. The one I started with, later on I have to change because of the color of the paper. Then later on, I was using the Quran, which was just like the one here. Because of the color of its paper, I was able to read this one, but the one with the bright white paper, I cannot read it.
So because you were lost in the system.
You know, ini affaire on fo ko be majjintine affaire on andano ko honnum kewi.
All right.
You could not establish who gave the executive order for you to be arrested and detained.
Ronko tabintinde ko hombo joni yamirora nden pour nangeda joddine da dula goto.
All right.
You could not get help to even be admitted to a hospital or get medical care.
Ronko kado hebude lawol pour nabeda l'hôpital pour waweda toppitede e nyawndugol.
You ended up accepting that this was your fate.
Kasakitorum dum nanguda tan wi'a don do ko ni Allah nyaawiri.
Did you at any time try to make attempt to contact your family?
Dako sakkitorum dum jettuno anniyam pour wawa hebude yettude lawol pour ndara no wawata famonirde be ngure mande.
Hey.
Yes.
Were you successful?
Nda a hebuno dum.
Hey.
Yes.
Can you tell us how it went?
Nday da way haalande be hono dum do yaari ha wawda famonirde be ngure mande e may musidal mangal.
And the prison officers di woden be ganunda.
Among the prison officers, there are some whom you know.
Bengandi wonde no minen detaini men kepta access family amen men kepta access hay hunde, so any contact outside ko ben men bata use kambe aro be ya.
Well, they know that we detainees we don't have access to our families or to certain things outside. So those who come in and go, the prison officers there, they are the only people, the good ones who are ready to help.
So ko hen kawru me suka goto kalan mo affaire fof no woniri wadi fere wadi contact family amo.
Then someone among them, a young man, was the person whom I met later. When I explained the matter to him, he was ready to help me. He was the guy who made this contact with my family.
So eventually your wife knew that you were detained at Mile 2 prisons.
Yoni ko no wairi kasakitorum dum benguma andi fami wondama hida joga ka dum ka kaso.
Yes.
And your mother also got to know you were detained at Mile 2 prisons.
Yumma mon kadi ko no family wondama hida joga ka kaso.
Yumma, it took her about almost 1.5 years before we had them because we have hypertensive condition. So koto am hulimu halande kanko tini dum kono deji hulimu halande.
It took almost 1.5 years before they can inform my mother because she has a hypertensive condition. So my elder brother was afraid to tell her. So it took them almost 1.5 years before she was able to know my whereabouts.
So after they got to know your whereabouts, that you were detained at Mile 2 prisons, can you tell us if they did anything to facilitate your release?
Ndama be habe fami wondama hida joga ka kaso. Nda yettuno lawol pour yi ugol be ndara be sibe heba e fere be yiya wondama accitama.
Sengo am gay Banjul ga ko debbo am wonno fof kam dogano everything.
On the side here in Banjul, it was only my wife who was going and coming, trying to do everything possible.
Only a very few of my friends, not more than 2.
And among my friends, only few of them were helping her. I can say, in fact, there were only 2 of my friends who were helping her.
To the president's office, reply the prison officer mo minela no wana direct to wife am minela no koto friend am goto minela no on friend am no hakko de kanko prison officer we debba.
In fact, these 2 friends were the people who were delivering letters on my behalf, and they were bringing this information to me. In fact, it was not a direct. In fact, the prison officer who was helping me, I don't send him directly to my wife. What we usually do is he will take this information or letters to these friends, and they will extend the letters to my people.
Mrs. So, it is also correct that your wife and your mother wrote to the president then?
Mr. So ɗum kadi woni gonga dari ɗo wondema ɓeyguma kañum e nene ma ɓe meeɗi windande letter ɓe nuldanimo e président o wonnoɗo ɗo o ndako gonga
gonga in fact windugol toro président o fiyo yaafo ɗum ko frenam goto yano to jogu so jogu wimo joni the best thing ko mbawɗon wadde binde an appeal letter of apology so mi haalanaka law ko nde ɗum winda ha pari on tuma tinmi ɗum.
Yes, in fact, it was facilitated by a friend who informed my people and went to a friend and told him, who informed this other friend that, well, if you want that, you have to write an appeal letter and beg for your relative to be released. So, in fact, I was not informed until the letter was written. Till later, that was the time when I was informed about this appeal letter.
Please, can you look at these letters for me, please?
joni hiɗa wawi darde o letter mo min woni jonnandema ndakko on
Mr. So, the first and the third letter.
letter premier on kañum e letter the first and
Third.
letter premier on kañum e letter tammo
Are the letters that were written by your family, one being from your wife, which is the first one, and the third being from your mother.
letter premier on ɗon mo folon on ɗon ko ɓeyguma immori ɗimmo tammo on ɗon koye nene ma immori
Is that correct?
ndako gonga
Can you give us the
Yes.
date of the letters?
ndayɗa wawi jonnude yimɓe ñalande ɗi letter uji ɗi winda ɗin
leta mbo debbo amo winduno ko ñande 16 July.
The letter
No.
my wife wrote was the 16th of July.
nogas sappo e tati
This was in
2013.
It
No,
was in
that's supported,
2013.
aye.
Yes, 2013.
Can you give us the heading of the letter?
letter on ko honɗum woni e hoore nden ko honɗum winda toon
oɗo o ala heading
The first one has no heading,
kono ɗimmo o
but the second one
mo nene am windi o
that my mother wrote
on windano ko ñande 17 January
was written on the 17th of January.
nogas e sappo e nayyi
This was in 2014.
And both letters were addressed to His Excellency the President.
ɗi letter uji ɗiɗi fof inde ɗe ko ɗiɓe foti ɗi yahande on ɗi ko ɗum woni président wonnoro ɗo on Yaya Jammeh
ɗon ko noon wayi
Yes, that's true.
The letters did not say Yaya Jammeh on it, on the heading.
on letter on ko ɓe windanɗo Yaya Jammeh
leta mo debbo am windi o ko Mr President o fuɗɗori
The letter that my wife wrote started with Mr. President.
te mbo lettre o winda o adresse o
Then on address the address written on the letter was
the address of the letter
the addressee, the letter the person who wrote the letter.
the person to whom the letter is destined
Okay, the letter to the person which it was destined.
on ko His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh, President of the Republic of the Gambia, State House, Banjul.
The name there was His Excellency President Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jammeh, President of the Republic of the Gambia in Banjul.
And Mr. So, it's correct to say that both letters were appealing for him to have mercy on you and to release you from detention.
letter uji ɗiɗi fof ɗon ko winda toon ko ɗum woni pour o heɓa yurmede ma o yaafo ma kadi pour ɓe wawa ma accitude
ko noon wayi
Yes, that's true.
So then, on those letters that you now have the second and the fourth letter.
joni ɗi letter uji ɗi joguiɗa ɗon ɗum woni ɗimmo on kañum e nayaɓo on
And those letters came from the President's office.
ɗin ɗon letter uji ɗum woni ɗimmo kañum e nayaɓo ɗin ɗon no immori office of the president
Is that correct?
ko noon wayi
Yes, that's true.
And those letters were in response to the appeal letters that your wife and your mother wrote. Is that correct?
ɗin ɗon letter uji ɗiɗi ɗi andanda wonde ɗi immori office of the president ko ɗi jaabi letter mo andanda hiɗi jonna hiɗi immori ɓeygu ma kañum e nene ma
ko noon wayi
Yes, that's true.
And all those letters did was to acknowledge that they had received the letters from your wife and your mother and that they were noted.
In letter uji di fo di andanda hidi immori office president office on ko dum woni jabagol letter uji di andanda hidi immori nene ma kanyuma e bengo ma hollirgol wondama e be hendike letter uji di immorde e mabbe din te be hendike di.
That's true.
Mr. Chair, at this point, I would like to tender the letters.
Ko woni ko wiide kiyama ko dum woni e joni ka wondo himo torade e dow yamirore kiyaman pour on adina di kandere hala di bokka kandere hala.
The first letter is dated the 16th July 2013 and it was addressed to His Excellency, written by the wife of the witness, which will be 125A. The second letter is the reply from the Office of the President dated the 9th September 2013, and it would be Exhibit 125B. The third letter is dated the 17th of January 2014, and it was from the mother of the witness to the President, and that would be Exhibit 125C. And the final letter is dated the 28th January 2014, which was from the President's office acknowledging receipt of the letter from the mother, and it will be 125D. With permission, Mr. Chair, can I continue?
Yes, please. Some request granted. Please continue.
Thank you. So, Mr. Sow, despite the fact that the said letters were written for an appeal, no action was taken for your release.
Mr. Sow, ha joni no waini benguma kanyuma nene yumma ma be windi letter yahugol be nuldani nunga o yaaya e president on pour toragol yafuye e yurumende pour o yafoma kono ha joni hay dum hebaki.
Yes, that's true.
So your wife found it necessary to write further another letter, which was in a petition form.
Joni e do dum benguma ha joni o fawtaaki te o hebi anni on kadi pour yo windu letter goddo letter on don letter mo windi lawo dimo no wayni wa ko petition ni pour nuldana mo office of the president.
Yes, that's true.
And she received a response to that said letter.
On letter kadi du woni letter dimmo mon himmor don ka benguma te on don kadi be jabino on don kadi.
Can you take a look at this document for me, please?
Hida waylan darande ni kaydi do ni womma mi jonnande din kadi.
Mr. Sow, can you please give us the heading, the date, and the person the letter was addressed to?
Da way jonude yimbe letter ron ko hondu woni hore inde letter ron kanyum may nyalande den kanyum may letter ron kadi ko hombo o windana ko hombo o foti yahande.
Letter o imori ko office of the president te ko nyade jeedi di July.
The letter came from the office of the president and it was written on the 7th of July.
Noga se sapo enai
2014.
Te letter o to fonno do yaade ko Aminata Kamara gondo Yundum village.
The letter was supposed to go to Aminata Kamara, resident at Yundum village.
Te hore letter nde ko winda do ko jaabuye toragol yidugol e ma.
And the heading was a reply to an appeal asking for a meeting with the president.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to apply to tender the said letter, and it shall be Exhibit 125E.
Request granted, Counsel.
Further, at this point, I would like the witness to read the paragraph that has the word underlined, not approved.
Letter ron mo fala jangana mo don leri de wanda da wonda ma ko be windi don ko pour jangana mo dum.
Bindu letter o wi
The writer of the letter said,
mi fuddora jangugol ngol o wi e dow inde laamiɗo meɗen mawɗo woni president.
In the name of our president,
mi holliri wondema mi heɓɓima lettere maɗa mo bindonoɗa ñande 1 June nogas e sappo e nayyi.
I want to inform you that I have received a letter written on the 1st of June 2014.
faade e ngol konngol ngol min bindiɗo dow ɗo woni toragol maɗa yiidugol e président o.
In relation to the heading of the letter asking for a meeting with the president on an appeal to see you.
Te miɗen ma kolla wonde no.
And we would like to inform you that
e toragol ma yiidugol e makko de ɗum ɗon ɗum jaɓaka.
Well, the appeal we did for us to meet with you and see you was rejected.
Thank you very much, Mr. Saul. So
Council,
the audience...
Council, just a second. Can we hear the very words in English, not the translated or the interpreted version? It could be slightly different. If the witness can read it in English, that would be helpful.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Mr. Witness, can you read it, please, in English?
The first paragraph of this letter, which was dated 7th July 2014, reads as follows. I quote, "On behalf of His Excellency the President, I acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 1st June 2014 on the above captioned and convey that your request for audience is not approved. Not approved here is underlined and emboldened."
Thank you. He has read the paragraph in English. Having worked in the records office, I would like you to clarify it for the commission. When letters of appeal come and you enter them, are they taken to the attention of the president himself personally?
Nde wonno antige hoorema meeɗi liggade office record office joni miɗo landoma si letter si faɗi letter uji windama te letter uji ɗin ko hoko e inde président on ɗi waɗa te joni record office on ɓe holliri on ɗam ɓe windi letter uji ɗin da ɓe famine président on letter si faɗi letter uji ɓe woyɗi faminde président on wondema himo heeɓi façon ɗi letter uji.
Tawoni abima lawol no wowno ni wade min heko jangumi ko.
Well, what I'm aware of and what I learned is that if the letters come accordingly to the rules set up there,
letter mbatte receive ko dulaji ɗiɗi.
When the letters are received, they are checked at 2 places.
Ko dulaji ɗiɗi ɗi mbatte receive.
They are received at 2 places.
Go secretary to the secretary general.
First is the secretary to the secretary general.
Walla records office of the secretary of the office of the president.
Or they go to the records office of the president.
Ɗiɗo dulaji ɗiɗi fof kala ɗo ɗi natiri office o ɗi jottoto secretary general first.
At any of these places where these letters go, they will reach the secretary general.
Then secretary general waɗa assign ɗin letteraji waɗa assign to different officers.
And the Secretary General will assign somebody and with this letter for them to be forwarded.
Ben ƴettata action.
And those people are the people who are supposed to take action.
Mr. Saul, I want to understand when letters are addressed to the president then of the Republic and they get to the office, do they come to his attention? Does he have knowledge of the letters or the context of the letters?
Nde mi faala faamude ɗo jamanu makko won président wonnoɗo ɗon on si letter uji sifa ɗi ɗi waɗama adresse e makko si ɗi hewti toon nda ko wowi kon si letter uji ɗi hewti toon ɓe faminemo letter uji ɗin arɗi toon ɗin kañum e letter ji ɗin ko ɗi saawi kon kadi naɓe haalana e umo.
Hey?
Yes.
So then that would indicate that the president was aware of your family appealing for you to be released.
Ɗum holliri wondema musidal mangal ɓeygu ɓuri woni ɓeygu ma ha e nena ma en letter mo ɓe windi on be windi on yahugol ka president on awa o faami wonda mo letter windama ton pour toragol mo yo yafo ma pour o heba yurmende mata kadi o yafo ma.
In the same vein, it should further indicate that the president must have been aware that you were detained at Mile 2 prisons.
Ha joni kadi awa ha joni neddo no wawi mi hebude gomgol gomudene wonda ma president mo faami wonda ma an hida joga ka kasoto hida soka to.
Yes.
So it just makes me wonder, and I'm sure some of the commissioners, as to why he was asking about your whereabouts.
No ini anni dum hare no ngaddina tami do gomi wonda ma hay commissioner be wobbe no do no halda no ngaddini be seeda ko honno dum wonirta kanko joni himo lando ko honno an ko honto wonda.
So just to, if you have a comment on that, you can say it.
Mari ko hala hen da way halde.
Maybe problem all letter joni rutado to modon.
I have a problem with this letter that has just been returned to you.
First and foremost, case mo ganunda ko letter winda fi gondo kaso wada address ya jamme sa andari di letter aji kedidi sa andari reference mabbe all reference mabbe is different.
If you look at the letters all, the first ones that were written and this last one, the reference on the first ones is quite different from the reference on this last one.
In fact, me do susi hudade me wato reference one do on letter it doesn't exist.
In fact, I can swear that the reference on this last letter does not exist.
Me anda ko dum firti nak me anda hoko mistake type on me anda kono that reference doesn't exist in my file in the filing system in the office of the president.
I don't know whether it was a topographical error or whatever, but I can swear that the reference on this last letter doesn't exist.
But Mr. Sow, it does say OP 285/0301 temp V, and it says in bracket 284 LJ. It could be a new numbering reference that was created whilst you were not there.
So ko woni ko wiide no letter on de no wayde ko nombaji kesi di andanda ma wonda ma hibe yaltini di ko jamanu mo andanda ma wonda ma hari anga ala ton.
My counsel, I beg to differ on that opinion.
Well, it's really of not relevance at this point, but it was the context of the letter that we were trying to drive at. And at the end of the day, the other letters do reflect that letters did go and replies were sent back.
No, I need uncle Puru Lapingol Averon Gonga, don't have any Navaha Averon, Conoco Lapingol, Averon, yet I later Ruji, Holy Riwandama, later Ruji Nati, later Ruji Yalti, Bruni Jab, the Mordi office of the president, the Jonah Wandama, Bejabiko.
And if you look at all the letters that have been exhibited, they were all signed by the same officer from the office of the president.
Later Ruji, for the Andana Wandama, the Natina and Halakando. The photo can leri let on. Holy one of a senior later you're going to go on senior.
So just to move forward, having established that your family made efforts and they didn't succeed in writing and appealing to the president, they decided to take another route. Is that correct?
Johnny the wife at the years of Johnny the one Bengura Madam Benguma and Nene man be windy, Betoragol Yahweh, Rongu Darade. Ye heavy anni on kadi burja to go lawol go kadi ndako gonga
Egypt labi kewdi sa even before that.
They made many trials, different ways, even before these letters.
Can you tell us what efforts they made?
They da way halande yimbe ko etagol hondum kadi be jetti si feƴƴi dum do.
Min throughout ko ligotomi ko government fof mi mera wadde maintain bank account.
Throughout my career as a government officer, I have never maintained a bank account.
Kala ko kemmi savings am fof ko anima damme chodan mi mecha galam.
All what I have, the way I save my money is I buy animals, sheep and goat, and leave them at home.
And be ganduda be jangani se be nani problem wadoni instead of kambe jeptat labi legal labi jaatude loi kambe ko be cikata dum ko ci afi cerno en ko yardo be jeeyi jawdi am fof be natini der dum.
Well, those people who are not well educated, if these things happen, what happens is they will take all your property, sell it, and try to take it to the marabouts so that they can effect something.
So debbo amo kanko gonno dogo ga wado gede de faf ala ko woni wadano wi police station aji di fo wadi you nok damude mabbe.
My wife was the person running around doing everything. She has been to many police stations, knocking on different doors. She did a lot, really.
Dum sakito yu hawo yeho to newspaper ji to.
Then when all those failed, that's the time she decided to go to the newspapers.
Newspaper ji di faf they all sent her out ha heddi froya.
All the other newspapers sent her away except Foroya.
Kambe rek hetimbe wadi publish her first story.
It was only the Foroya newspaper who listened to her and wrote what she told them.
So din fo ko labi di ganunda family amo wadi wona tan letter aji tan windugol to the president.
All those were trials that my family did, different from writing letters to the president.
So eventually they took the legal route.
Yoni ko sakitorum num ko duwoni be jetti lawol luwangol.
Ay.
Yes.
Dum kadi.
And that one also.
Froya newspaper every now and then be windano be wada update readership mabbe o wondema these people are still detained. Mr. X has clocked nangam days in detention.
And
or not his whereabouts are not known.
It was the foreign newspaper which went on writing from time to time, updating people about those who were incarcerated, writing at different times, Mr. So-and-so has clocked so-and-so days or years in prison. And it was the foreign newspaper who were doing that.
So finally, Foroya Bembadi approached one legal expert.
Finally, Foroya decided to approach one legal expert.
On Jepti Keso.
That's the person who took up the case.
Can you tell us the name of that legal expert?
Dahida way halande yimbe on don joma gando on don kan mu anda ndama mo hebi gandale fi loi on.
On ko solicitor ko barrister ko lawyer Madam Sagar Jahate.
On ko solicitor ko lawyer Madam Sagar Jahate.
Ko on Jepti Keso o wadi mo first wadi kanko wadi mo mention at the courts.
She took up the case, and she was the first person to mention it to mention the case in a court.
So when Ms. Jahate took up the matter and decided to file in the High Court,
and
a lot of noise was being made about your unlawful detention in the papers,
did the
government do anything about it?
Case on the court for most of the time, in fact, stayed or they refused to attend.
When the case was taken to the court when the case was called.
Are you now speaking English? I think, Mr. Interpreter, please, whenever he speaks English, just translate in full.
Okay. He's appealing to forgive. He said he forgets.
Go ahead.
Lamu the case on abato the halaka na abato nyawirto kuburi ko hewre lamu o jabano addude darantobe dumen be. When
the case was taken to the courts, in many cases the government refuses to come and appear.
So kono lawyer was kanko o darido nangi ngati dula goto rek.
But the lawyer was steadfast. She stood at one place and pushed on and did her best.
Mr. So even though the government failed to appear in the court, did they take any other action?
Comme no yurdani no wayni lamugun be arano court pour be hollira hore mabbe nda can you come again? Council.
Did they take any other action?
Dabe jetuno lawol go.
Jeptuno action nak.
Yes, they did something.
Sabu nyande nogas go January. Because
on the 21st of January, 2015,
Onyan Inspector General of Police Nelly Sukabe to do Benjab can pick from mile to Benabakam headquarters, Banjul.
The Inspector General sent 2 people to come and pick me up from the prison and take me to the police headquarters in Banjul.
Continue. Tell us what happened at the police headquarters.
Yo anda way continue hala na yimbe ko ndu wadno e police ka galle mabbe jane gila be na umato.
So nyanden be nabi kam ton one Mr. Baji misiki ko cadet officer wonna what ko senior officer wonna because ko white wutte danejo wonno to bale you know uniform ko is distinct from the rest. So kanko wonno mo senior man kanko no digam.
When I was talking to the police headquarters, I was called by somebody, a cadet officer. I think he must have been a senior officer because his uniform was the white uniform that police officers, senior police officers used to wear. He was the person who called me.
Do you know his name?
Dahida andi inda makonde.
His Baji.
He's something Baji.
Do you remember his first name?
Inda makonde no ida way mandirade.
Ala.
No, I cannot remember his name.
Continue.
O wi kam kanko ne ko kongol mawgol o dogata te kongol ngol ko wi.
And he also said he is working on the orders given to him.
O wi kongol ngol wi ko yo o waɗam bel yo men kaldu menen ɗiɗo men waɗa feere no mbaɗanmi fof mi waɗa feere mi waɗa kam bel ñanden.
And what he told me was that let me discuss with him, the two of us, so that we can make arrangements for me to be bailed on that day.
And were you bailed on that day?
Yes, I was bailed on that day.
Were there conditions attached to your bail?
First of all, adiko o wino ko mami heba Gambia bido leydi do Gambia do jogi biometric ID card.
The first thing he told me was to get somebody, a Gambian citizen who has a biometric ID card.
O adora kaytaji galle mo ganduda coggu mudum ko buri famdude foti yonde guluje temedde jogi dalasi.
And he should come along with compound papers which is worth about $500,000.
Mr. Sow, at this point, were you charged with any offense?
Mr. Sow, on jamanu mo on wattu don nda hari be tegina tumal e horema.
Hay hunde tega ko do.
No, I was not charged with anything.
Were you told what you were being bailed for?
Ndabe halanno makade ko hondum taki hibe beeludama.
Hay goto halnani kam hunde.
Nobody told me anything.
So you got someone to come with an ID card and lease property?
Joni awa hino wa ino a hebuno neddo mo andanda wanda himo jogi comme no be wiruma non ID card kanyum me galle de andanda ma wanda hede wada list kaydi galle.
Ay?
Yes.
What happened after that?
Ondu wadi bila dum do wadi.
Gila dum wadi min ko on nyan wonno nyalande ngandunda for the first nyalande taw duubi didi femani duubi tati ko ne nyande wonno first nyalande mbalmi to yas ko wona maltu.
That was the first day I spent out of the prison within 2 years and some months.
And apart from your friend that came with the ID card and the title property, were any other family members present?
Si yawdi si feji du woni wajira ma ardu don ID card don kanyum me kaydi galle din da. Wodi ardo kadi bokku di tawanodo don nganda he ko fengo be ngura ma dem immori.
Ko family amon rek ando in fact buri ko fewde ko yomi ko family de bamo rek ando sabu ko kotira de bamo kanko aduno kayraji di ko ID card makko men badi use he bamma ko to soko kambe ngarudo.
Yes, it was just family members who came. It was my wife's brother who came with those documents plus her elder brother who were the people who came with these documents.
And you were released on that day?
No ini nyalande be accitunoma.
Yes, that was the day I was released.
Were you told to report back at the police station?
Nda be halanno ma wonde ma hida foti ardude nyalande de fodda arde don hollira horema.
Me mbiɗo kam ittiride ñalande ñande fof yomi artu police station 10 o'clock.
What they told me was that apart from that day I was released, so I have to be coming to the police station every day to report at 10 o'clock.
Were you reporting every day at 10 o'clock?
Nda wadirno non no be wiruma non nyalande fo ay hay hollira horema watuji sappo bimbi.
Me want to report 1 week, 1.5 week ngachumi.
Yes, I started going there. I reported for 1 week or up to 1.5 weeks, then I stopped.
When you say you stopped, did they ask you to stop or you just stopped?
si awi wonde ma yehi a fuɗɗuno hollire gol hoore ma yontere ha e ko fawi accuɗa sa ko an accani hoore ma nda ko kamɓe yuma joni hay sa arani
Coming at Hora because me halano OC prosecutions. Mimidum, Mimi Liga Joni. Min family am fono sakoniri. Min hay kaido mi woni ko jungo friend mi woni. Sa wi mi asiki mi imoto yundum every day. Mi yoba passo ji ha Banjul every single day 10 o'clock me ara just mi wima OC mi don boni. Mi I'm sorry you hada kam wawi naptude to gitula kam dok but I will never come back here on this bed.
Well, what happened is that I approached the OC. I told him that, look at me, I am jobless. My family has been scattered. And at this present moment, to come and report here at 10 o'clock every day from Yundum to this place is really a big challenge for me. I cannot do that because I am penniless. In fact, I am right now staying with a friend. It is the friend who is helping me on everything that I need. So I cannot have the means to come here and report every day at 10 o'clock. I told him that return me back to the place where I came from, or I'm informing you that I will not come back here again to come and report because I don't have the means.
So you stopped reporting?
way ko non gaccirɗa e hollire gol hoorema
So OC we come Joni kai get to number mo just give me a call.
Then there's a time when OC said, okay, that's all right, take my telephone number and you can be calling me.
O you kono wata yaldu kombo wode kafuta wata yawtu kafuta wata lumbu bara.
Then he told me, but you don't have to pass Kafuta and you don't have to cross from Bara.
But you stopped reporting?
kono a dartino yahugol hollire gol hoorema
Then ngaccu mi yagol wala you go report.
That's the time I stopped going to report.
So Mr. Sow, up to this point,
so ha hande ka wonɗen ɗo ni
you were detained for 26 months without any charge or conviction at Mile 2.
munta ha hande ka wonɗen ni a nangama a jogama dula goto lebbi ko yahata lebbi nogas e jeego ɓe teganima hay tumal goto wiigi wolondema ko ɗum waɗuɗa te ɓe waɗani ɓe wiyanma ko ɗum ɗo waɗɗa ɓe haalnanima kon ɗum waɗɗa lebbi nogas e jeego hiɗa joga dula goto
Gonga.
Yes, that's true.
And because your family and your lawyer made noise and the public became aware that you were illegally detained,
no wayni awa ko ɓengure ma nden wi arde guilandema e ɓenguma ha e nene ma kañuma e lawyer ma on ko ɓe memmini ɓe yeƴi laamu ngun ɓe kusonsile ɓe memmi laamu ndu ɓe tappi dame laamu ngun ko ɓen waɗi ha accitaɗa.
the government, in some sort of attempt to try to rectify what they have done,
nde ɗo ɗum laamu ngun ɓe faala e feewina hoore maɓɓe koɓe waɗi baɗe koɓe waɗi kon
gave you bail.
ɓe jonnuma beel donc wigol wondema ɓe suuɗa hoore maɓɓe
without any charge.
te hara hay tuumal gotal tegaka e hoore ma
And you were asked to go home.
te ɓe wima wondema joni ɗa wawi hotude.
At this point, I would like to tender some newspapers, as had been indicated by the witness.
ni ko woni wiide kiyaman ko no woni newspaper ji ɗi andanda wondema yo faalaɗi kadi e ɓeydude kadi haala natina kadi haala comme no haalirɗa ni.
Mr. Sow, you should have a paper dated the 7th of July 2014.
Mr. Sow, ɗa waji kay ɗon ɗa wawi darde ɗon kaydi ndi andanda wondema 17th of July
17th of July 2014.
2014.
Hey.
Can you read the heading?
ɗa wawi janngude hoore nde.
Mi hala English wala mi hala Pular?
Please, in English.
Janngu e nder haala tubakore.
Froya edition number 134/2014. This was Thursday, 17th July 2014. The headline there is former State House employee files for unlawful detention, and the story was featured on page 3.
Thank you. You also have another Fourier paper with you dated the 22nd of January 2015.
Da jogi ɗon kadi kaydi ndi andanda wondema ko kaydi Fourier ndin ɗon no winda lewru January no gase ɗiɗi 2015.
Can you please read the heading?
ɗa wawi janngude hoore nden ko honɗum windano ɗon.
Froya edition number 015/2015, Thursday, 22nd January 2015. The headline, Momodu Sow released on bail after 2 years in detention.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I wish to tender the newspaper articles in as 1, 2, 5, F and G.
Request granted.
amano wima wondema ko jantuda kon commission on jetti dum woni jabugol di kaydiji bokkina de nder hala kan.
Mr. Sow, at this point, I would like you to tell us what effect this detention had on you and your family.
No wayni joni Mr. Sow mi fala hala na men do yeso commission on ngol nangugol nangada do lebbi nogas e jeego dum den cadela ko hon dum wadi e ma kanyum ma e be ngure ma den e aduna e ngurnal ma ngal.
O waktu do min ngal nangal ko wadi ko am ha hande do jodi mi do dum woni am sabu mi anda ko hoko manmi.
Well, at this present moment, from the day I was arrested up to this moment where I am sitting here, I don't know what I have done and I don't know what I was arrested for. And this really has been a problem for me. I don't understand. I don't know what is the problem up to the minute I am sitting down here right now. And the place where I was working, I'm still, accordingly, that's the place where I'm still working. And I'm seeing people who were working there with me. I'm still seeing them. The people who were aware of my case and they knew what happened, if I see them, what I always think of is these people are all looking at me as a criminal. They look at me and think that what I was saying and how I was walking is not correct. I was just a criminal. That is something which is weighing on my mind, on my thoughts seriously. And 2 years that you remove from somebody's living, much more somebody who is also the same age with me, if you take 2 years from his life, you have retarded him very seriously. It is only Allah who knows what it would have been when I was in mile 2. On my side, that's how I see things. If on my mother's side, her hypertension problem, koyata he temetati bendro mi anda ko hono witen be andano bendro wite pular ko lekki hypertension. Every month I have to spend almost $300 on this hypertension medication called bendro. Te every balde nayi fof ko mami kola mo anda mi do hay hunde wadani kam. And I have to call her every 4 days for her to know that I am around. Haishimi yaldi sarne ko ma wada direct call mi kola mo. Even if I leave town, I have to call her directly so that she will know that I am around. My children, they are small children, but they are hearing that their father was once arrested and in prison. Sometimes I'll come and be amongst people. I will see some people even pointing at me. Even when I went to the Jane Commission, they in fact said, on the whole, it is true that it was Yaya Jame's money which I took away. So, well, that is an issue which is really worrying me. It puzzles me. But as far as I cannot do anything about it, I'll take it with faith and leave everything in the hands of Allah. In the police stations. When my wife was searching for me from police station to police station,
ari hendula goɗɗo ɗo yehi ɓe mbimo taw on waktu mbo yara 7 months ɓe mbimo an minen min mbawa wadde confirm wondema gorko ma o mayide kono we can tell you that gorko ma o wurani.
She went to one police station and she was 7 months pregnant at the time. What they told her at that police station was that we cannot confirm really whether your husband is alive, but we have no means to tell you that he is alive.
So ɗum tampinide ba wono bete.
That really gave her a problem.
So nde o jibini ɗum ari he makko nangi noppi makko.
When she delivered, it had a serious impact on her to the point of affecting her hearing.
So ni no woni ni simiɗo haalda e makko sah ko mami haala to dow siɗimo lawa nenata kam.
Right now, if I am talking to her, I have to shout, or else she will not hear what I'm saying.
Ha joni minen fof min korima wadde recover hono ɗe gueɗe jawtiri min korima andude hono ɗum woniri ha joni mbo kala waktu fof ɗum waɗan men attaque.
Up to this date, we cannot recover. And up to this date, we still can't know what is the problem, what caused all these things. We are still living in that dilemma.
Haysi 9 o'clock tawi kam office mi rutaki galle ni kanko tawa o wawata joɗade because aussi kadi same night me ko ɗum artata e makko kadi.
Even if I am at the office till 9 o'clock, I haven't returned home, she will suffer. Right now, up to this day, she will think that the same thing has occurred again. She will become worried.
So ɗum ko ɗum gueɗe ɗe ganduɗa ɗe waɗi kam disturb no wiyeteno wona seeɗa.
These are things which are really disturbing me, seriously.
Bonni guite am kadi.
And it has really deteriorated my eyesight.
Ko waɗi kam almost mi wawata waɗa drive jemma.
This is why I cannot drive at night.
So it's a serious problem for me at my age right now.
And this is a very serious problem for me at the age, at my age present.
Mr. Interpreter, I think he spoke English.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Sow.
Jara.
So, Mr. Sow, even though you were released on bail and were asked to go home, did you and your lawyer abandon the case that you had filed in the court?
Mr. So, no way ni accitama e do bail, e do inde bail be accituma. Ya ho to galle te gila be accituma be wi woni joni aw wonda ma nyalande fo nyalande ara e hollira hore ma wadu woni wada report. Nda ha joni dum continue wi gol wonda an e lawyer ma on. Nda on accuno case on non goppirido mo non.
Case o men gaccano bote ha joni men gaccane bo.
Well, we have not abandoned the case, and up to now, we have not abandoned the case.
So what happened to the case?
Yes, on ko ndum hebi mo.
Ñawirdu ndu weddino case amen o yaltin weddino case amen to yas.
Well, the lawyers threw our case outside. The courthouse threw our case outside.
So ɓe ngokkiri ñawore nde ngandunɗa min e lawyer amo men jaɓani ñawore nde.
What they brought into us was that myself and my lawyer, we also didn't accept their point.
So men mbaɗi appeal case o.
And we decided to appeal the case again.
Can you tell us what happened in the appeal?
Gila wonno case on be taƴi ñawor nden te no be taƴirde non on welani on ko hondum hebbino gila ndemo waddon case on appeal pour be rutintino case on.
Men ƴefti case o men nawi mo appeal court o ƴefti case amen o jaɓi case o.
Well, we took our case to the appeal court, and when we went to the appeal court, they accepted our case.
And
so in other words, basically your appeal succeeded, and it was declared that your detention was unlawful.
Joni no wayni gilandama nadin don case on kaka appeal court appeal on be jabuno case on be wi holliri wondama be jabi wondama nangugol gol nangidangol gol yaadani e loi.
Don ko gonga.
That's true.
Can you look at the document before you?
Dari ndi kaydi ndi wondi yeso ma don.
Can you tell us the heading on that document?
Da hida wawi yedade yimbe hoore kaydi ndi jogida ndi hoore dan ko honɗum winda to.
Can you tell us the court that it is from?
Da hida wawi haalande yimbe kaydi ndi goye court hombo ɗum ndi immori.
Letterhead, that's in English, right?
Yes, please.
This document before me here has a letterhead on top of which are the following inscriptions: in the superior courts of the Gambia, we have the symbols of equity, the coat of arms, and then in the appeal court of the Gambia.
Mr. So I can see you're really showing us that you worked in a records office. Definitely a records officer.
Mr. So ɗum holliri men tigi gonga wondema liggi ke office wiyeteɗo record office ɗum woni office gandanɗa ko ƴetto windo ko kibaruji fof naato e ligge.
I see you're being very detailed in the document.
yo yiri ɗum hollirima wondema kaydi ni ko windi kon ɗon fof hiɗa faala ɗum fof janngude ɗum laɓɓinana e yimɓe.
But for the purposes of this commission, I would just like you to tell us, is it a document from the Court of Appeal of the Gambia?
Kono non ni jonni ɗon pour commission on dan pour ɗum wawa laaɓude commission on da kaydi ndin ko Court of Appeal of the Gambia nde immorina da.
Kono way.
Yes, that's true.
And in this document, you were the appellant.
e nder ndi ɗon ndin kaydi ɗon ka wonno neɗɗo maɗa ka wonno torade ka wonno appelano ka wonno torade question yo rewte.
Kono way.
Yes, that's true.
And the state was the respondent.
Ko laamu ngu wonno ko ɓen fonno jabade ko toriɗa ko.
Kono way.
That's true.
And this said judgment is dated the 18th day of January 2018.
ñalande no ɓe taƴino nde ñaworene ko ɗum woni sappo e jeetati lewru January 2018.
Kono way.
That's true.
At this point, I would like Mr. Chair to tender the said judgment of the Court of Appeal dated 18th day of January 2018 as Exhibit 125.
woni e wiide kon mo fewno ɗo himo torade commission kiyaman e dow yamirore makko pour judgment on ko ɗum woni ñawore nden no taƴirano e fiima pour rewtagol case ma on pour ɓe bokkina ɗum kan re haala ɓe bokkina ɗum kan re haala e nder dow séréyagal maɓɓe.
Request granted, Council.
Kiyaman wi ko ƴanduɗa kon commission on ƴetti ɗum.
Thank you. And in this said judgment, you were vindicated.
O wite o judgment ɗum woni ñawore nden taƴano ɗo nden ko ɗum woni ɓe jonnoma gonga on.
Kono way.
That's true.
Thank you very much,
Jarama.
Mr. Sow. And
Jarama,
thank
Mr.
you
Sow.
for going through the testimony today.
te ko jaɓɓuɗa kon pour sifagol ɗo fof ko andanda kon ko ɗum e yani e hoore ma kon.
Mr. Chair, I will now hand over the witness to you and your commissioners. Thank you.
joni no wayni joni commission council ko woni wiide kiyamano kon joni mi seede on hino mi jonni on seede on an e commission aɓe maɓe si ɗon heeɓi ko lanɗoɗon.
Thank you, Council, and thank you, Mr. Sow, for coming to testify before the Commission.
Kiyaman ko ne wiide o yimo a jarama council a jarama an kadi seede on pour jaɓɓugol ma ara e jonna seedeyagal ma ngal e yeeso commission on ɗo.
Whatever confusions or shenanigans existed in the top echelons of the government, they had no right to violate your human rights and detain you unlawfully.
o ko woni ko wiide ko angal famondira ko heeɓi kon fof no e jiiɓondirgol ko heeɓi kon e fi nangugol mangol ɗon e sengo laamu ngu ɓe heɓani hay caɗe ɓe heɓani hay laawol hay seeɗa pour nangugol mo ɓe joɗɗinama dula goto ko andana wondema a waɗani hay fus ɓe joɗɗinama dula goto ɓe bonna gueɗal ma ngal.
You endured a whole lot of stuff in the hands of these officials.
te ɗi caɗele ɗe heɓuɗa ɗo ɗen fof koye junngo yimɓe ɓe andanda wondema ko liggantoɓe laamu koye junngo maɓe heɓuɗa ɗum.
For no reason or no explicable reason at all.
ɓe jonnani hay dalila ko wandana ko dalila dariɗo ɓe andana ko ɗum waɗi ɓe natimma e nde caɗele ɗe natuɗa e mum.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate.
joni himo landade commission ɓen kala joguiɗo landagol ko fotuma falama landade joni ɓe wawi landadema.
Let's start with the commissioners on the right. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Sow.
Mr. Sow.
In your submission, you did mention, if I'm right,
kaydiji mo nattinɗa simi yejjitani
that the president has his fleet of vehicles.
The president himself has a fleet of vehicles. President ono mari motoji hore makko kanko ko motoji mo anduɗa kanko jeeyi ɗin motoji.
And the central government has its fleet of vehicles.
Tenon laamu mawɗo on kala heɓi motoji koye maɓɓe.
is a little bit confusing here. What's the difference between the president's fleet of vehicles and that of the central government?
Dum no jakini seda ko hodum sertini motoji manduda ko din president o jeyi motoji makko din e motoji lamu mawdo on ko hodum sertini dumen ko hodum darni dumen.
Motoji lamdo he motoji lamu wona gotum.
The vehicles belonging to the central government and the fleet of the president are different vehicles.
Go.
First of all,
motoji lamu di fof.
All government vehicles.
Atawa di binda numeroji mo njita ko GG.
All government vehicles have the bearing on them GG.
Tesa andari.
If you look at them,
atawat ko Ministry of Finance, what it in finance?
You will discover that it is the Minister of Finance spent money on these vehicles.
They are not kebal mudum rewna ko nder budget lamu etawa.
Which shows that to acquire these vehicles, the money came from the central government's budget. And if you look for their papers, you will see their documents. And these vehicles, if it is on the legal way, they shouldn't be used by the president, but they should be used by the government and people who are working in the central government. And the other way is the government vehicles. Government has a way, the brand of vehicles that they used to buy.
So, a ministry for the same brand.
Any ministry that you go to, you'll find out that the ministries, they buy almost the same type of vehicles. And they have a criteria of the type of vehicles they used to buy. If you look at the vehicles that I said, they look like government vehicles.
The vehicles, the fleet that is called the president's fleet, different from the government fleet. The presidential fleet vehicles do not fit in the criteria of the government fleet.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, for instance, motoji dinganu njirata din ko American rappers. Then you don't see a government official in them.
The vehicles that American rappers usually buy, you don't see government officials in those type of vehicles.
The high responsible government got nothing that in million for one piece.
Even responsible governments will not spend that kind of amount to buy such expensive vehicles.
So, in motoji bi anno ko in ko motoji ko jame din tawaka government vehicles.
These type of vehicles are the vehicles we mention as vehicles belonging to Yaya Jammeh.
Furthermore, please, can you clear the point for us? Now, when you said those were vehicles that belong to Yaya Jammeh, do you mean that he purchased those vehicles with his personal funds?
No,
No, that's not the meaning. What that means is that the vehicles that are known as government vehicles are the vehicles that the government use. And the vehicles that we used to say they belong to the head of state, we all know that. Those vehicles running in those days, me personally, I cannot say that this vehicle was purchased by Mr. So and so.
Eh.
And finally,
kasakito ɗon
which of the fleet of vehicles that was assigned to you?
e ɗi motoji ɗi wonda haaldere ɗi fleet ji ko hoɓe moye majji ɓe jonnuɓe suɓɓunoɓe jonnuma an
ko ɗiɗi woni ordinary Mitsubishi Pajero pieces ko ɓe gokkata civil servants.
It was one of the ordinary Mitsubishi Pajero vehicles that they usually allocate to civil servants.
Thank you, Commissioner Kinte.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
mo salminama
Mr. Sow,
Mr. Sow
we certainly sympathize with you and the family for all what you have encountered.
menen kadi mi sengo amen ko heɓi gon e ma e sengo famille e ɓeygude ma e an e yurmede den meɗen en fecci ɗum
Particularly during the period of your detention in Mile 2.
surtout wattu mo andanama wondema hiɗa joga e junngo ɗum woni kasoto
One thing you mentioned seems to be prevalent, that is the fact that former President Yahya Jammeh was erratic in nature.
o wi gueɗe goɗale haali ɗum ɗo ko wandanama ɗum ɗo no nafi heeɓi nafa ha ko ɗum woni wiɗa ɗo wondema Yahya Jammeh ko neɗɗo mo andanama wondema o daraki ko no wayi ni wa doñorgal
I want to know from your experience whether this was a permanent condition or behavior in him, or it is normally agitated.
o wi ko faala andude nda ɗum o jikku makko ɗum nda ko jikku mo andana wandama no ko jikku ko ɗum non tan o woni wattuji ɗin fof walla nda ko jikku ko andana wandama ko ara e makko wattu e wattu
By circumstances of like anxiety,
o wi nda ɗum ko ara e makko wattuji ɗi andanama wandama haray e himo yi goɗɗum himo weltima himo wonde himo e good mood dal
or whether he is under specific influence.
walla si mo tawi woni hara ko goɗɗum hara o memi kadi ko ɗum woni mo waɗirde noon
A jarama.
Thank you.
Min ko liggodimi ko Yahya Jammeh fof min ɓattoraki Yahya Jammeh ngol ɓattagol ngol ganduɗa mi wawat andude kanko pasid makko.
All the time I worked with Yahya Jammeh, I was not got that close to him for me to know his characteristics or what comes to him at times or his behavior.
Kono miɗo andi hunde wotere.
But I know one thing for certain.
Yahya Jammeh sa yi ko waɗata ko.
If you see what Yahya Jammeh does,
ko waɗata ko hande,
what he does today,
jango ko waɗata ko,
and what he will do tomorrow,
sa andari ɗiɗo ɗiɗi a anda neɗɗo goto wawata ɗum wadde si tawi woni hakkille makko no regli.
if you look at these two things, you will come to the conclusion that one person cannot be doing these two things if that person is a normal person. Only an abnormal person will behave like that.
Commissioner, mi nani ɗo miɗo waɗa fulo TRRC proceedings ɗiɗi ɗo.
Commissioner, I have been following the TRRC proceedings.
Min nani yimɓe jooɗima ɗo ɗo jooɗimi ɗo ɓe kaali yimɓe ko ɓe mbari e nder saare he.
People sat down here and narrated what they did inside this country.
Si mi miijima kadi on oɗo sengo wongo.
If I think in another way,
min ndaara sukaaɓe ɓe ngannduɗaa scholarship maɓɓe koye junngo am rewi.
and I look at young people whose scholarships came through my hand,
min ndaara international medical treatment bill ɗimi yoɓi.
and I look at the international medical bill that I paid,
wonande yimɓe ɓe ngannduɗaa ɓe nganndodirani Yahya Jammeh sa.
for people who even didn't know one another, who were not at all acquainted with Yahya Jammeh.
si mi miijima nden moƴƴere yimɓe ko o nawi Makka no foti he Rome.
And if I think of people that he took to Mecca for the Hajj, and the people he sent to Rome,
mi miijo ko o neɗɗo gooto mbaɗowo ɗiɗo moƴƴereji fof ko on ne watta ɗiɗo boneji kulɓiniɗi.
and if I look at those good deeds, and I come to look at the bad ones this same person did,
ngandumi o wondani hoore makko.
that's the time I came to realize that the man is not correct.
Min ko ɗon tan ko ɗon hakkille am hokki kam komi sukalel mi a wawata andude hono laamu woniri.
I am a young man. I cannot deceive all these things by myself clearly, but after looking and watching and seeing things and what he was doing, I came to the conclusion that the man is abnormal.
Thank you. Commissioner Carr.
Commissioner Carr, won ma arde landagol joni.
Thank you, Chairman.
Chairman.
Mr. Sow, I join my colleagues to say sorry to what happened to you.
Joni Mr. Sow mi bokki e nandorlaɓe am ɓe mi jooɗori ɗo ɓe ngal tabal ɗo mi wiyama wondema massa ko fawi kon e hoorema.
My first question is based on the letters that I have read here.
Moy landagol makko premier ngol ko ɗum woni no faati e sengo letaruji ɗi andandama wonde ɓe heɓiɗi ɗo.
And something that you mentioned, which was that your family was looking for you, particularly your wife.
Wodi ko haalɗa ɗo wiɗa wondema e ɓeygure ma nden harno ɗaɓɓaynoma surtout e nder ɓen e musidal ma ngal e ɗum woni e ɓeygu ma.
I've also read that your wife and your mother wrote to Jammeh to ask him about your whereabouts.
Jangiɗo kadi letter mo andandama wonde letter goɗɗon no immori e ɓeygu ma, goɗon no immori e nene ma, ɓe ƴanti e jungo Yaya Jammeh yo haalanɓe wondema ko honto wonɗa.
But the replies that came were not really nice, I would say, from what I read, based on my own interpretation of what I read.
Jaabuwengol ko jaabuweji ɓe heɓiɗen immorde e office of the president ɗin jaabuweji wona jaabuweji ɗi andana ko jaabuweji labaɗi no faati e letaruji ɗin ɗi o jangi ɗin te kanko on firtiri non o firtiri ɗum.
So I just want to know how did they receive these letters? Because as far as I know, that's not the contents were not pleasing really for somebody looking for their child.
Joni sida andi an sik e mijo ma ko honno be hendore ɗi letaruji sabu kanko e do gandal ma ko no andir non e letaruji ɗin ko ɗi sawi kon ɗin ɗon wona ko moƴƴi ɗi sawi.
Kala nde kayit email office of the president yotti jungo family am.
The documents that came from the office of the president and right into my family's hands.
Atawar ko neɗɗo goto yahanta ɗin letaji fof.
You will find out that it was only the same person, one person who will go for these letters.
On ko sehilam tigi non.
That person is a very close.
Musa tema kukono. Musa ipana.
Council asked you about the impact of your victimization on your family.
Lawyer on landike ma do dum fofo gila dum tampere dandana ko dem fawi e hore ma ko on dum cadela dum hebuno e ma an kanyum may be ngure mande.
And it was written by, I think, your wife in one of the letters that you were the breadwinner of your family, especially after your father passed away.
Oui, letter ma goddo no ton ta sur on don letter sa o sikki ko benguma on don letter immorno o holliri to wonde ma ko aw wonno fof e bengure ma den dum woni ka family mo te surtout gila babe ma be feƴƴini.
And since you were kept away for 2 years or so, I want to know how your family was able to survive without you.
wi jon non comme no ɓenguma windirno toon noon o wi wondema ko awwoni e ɓengure mon nden family mon ko awwoni fop ko an nene musidal ma ngal fof ko an wawoni junngo nano e ñaamo fof ko awwoni o joni noon ko ngalɗinimo guilandema jogoɗa ko yahata duuɓi ɗiɗi e ko fawɗi guilandema jogoɗa ɓengure ma nden ko honno ɓe yarayno e ko fawti e banggal gurdal ngal.
min de ɓe jeeyinayi yam fof ha gasi.
They sold all my heads of cattle until they were exhausted.
ɓe keɓani hay hunde ɓe jiyani hay hunde mi wopitaka.
They didn't have anything else and they didn't see anything else to depend on.
So on tuma debbo amo kanko to mo wonde ɓiɗɗo am debbo mawɗo o he cukalel tosokel ngel o wabanno.
At that time, my wife was with my little daughter and a baby whom she was suckling.
O horti wonde ɗo suudu ɗo luunomi ɗo yindum.
She was unable to stay in the room that I was renting.
So koto makko gorko woni ɗo Daru Busumbala woni caggal yundum seeɗa.
It was her elder brother who lives in Daru Busumbala, just behind Yundum a little bit.
Ko on ari waɗi ɓe ɗon evacuate o itti ɓe ɗon nawi ɓe toon.
That brother came and took them out of that room and took them back to his place.
Nde ɗum waɗi noon.
After that,
min hoore am wallannoɗo family am o yo hoore maɓɓe yo ɓiɓɓe am ɓe yo walloɓe kamɓe yo minen fof ko Allah goto men jakori.
Starting from myself and those who were helping my family and other members of my family, we all depended only on Allah.
So gonmi toon mi alano toon alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin hokka en Allah taw no nangani ɓe.
Whether I was there or whether I was not there, these people really stood by me and they helped my family.
Sattuno noon better no wona seeɗa kono alhamdulillah.
It was really hard at times, really hard, but still I give thanks to Allah.
My final question is, since you were illegally detained and because of that you couldn't get back to your work,
wi landagol makko sakkitorongol ko ɗum woni nde wonno e wondema a nangano te ɗum yadani e luwa te alano e golle.
and since we started hearings here, we've had certain civil servants who have been allowed to go back to their former work.
Yandema men fuɗɗi nde jonde ɗo e joni men nani wondema e liggotoɓe laamu ɗuɗuɓe ɓe noddama pour ɓe yawa ɓe rutto ka golle ɗe ɓe wonno dende nde wonno ɓe ittama e golle maɓɓe e nder laamu wonnongu ɗo ngu.
I want to know if you have made any efforts to get back to your former work.
Mi faala andude nda antike hoore ma nde nda yetti dole ɗen ma feere nden pour yiya wondema ruttinama e ka wonnoɗa ɗon e gollude ɗon.
Hitande nogas sappo e jeeɗiɗi.
In the year 2017,
Public Service Commission walla PMO mi sikki ko PMO wanno ɗum sa ɓe winduno ɓe wi kala mo ganduɗa o yaltinano golle he laamu yawtuɗo he te taw kanko o gumi wonde no yaltitinani golle yaɗani e lawol yo rutto ƴettoya form waɗa o fil odduma ɓe daara ɓe mbaɗa mbo review.
if I can remember properly, it was the PMO, Public Service Commission, who wrote and announced that those who were illegally dismissed or unlawfully dismissed from their posts should come and take a form and fill this form and return it to them.
So mi iw Dakar iwgor am Dakar exile mi artuɗo gonmi ɗo 1 week o yawti jaami saare amen gonmi toon mi sikki balɗe tati e nder tataɓe ɗe kemmi information ɗon giwmi saare amen gartumi Komboga.
When I came back from exile in Dakar, after spending a week or so, I continued to our home village. I spent 3 days in our home village, and that's the time I got this information. Then I came back straight back down to Banjul.
So Alhamdulillah, but me fill on form.
Then thanks to Allah, I took the form and I filled it.
And then September 2017.
And September in 2017.
Reinstate.
They called me and reinstated me back.
Post at the same office.
And I was posted at the same office.
Thank you for answering my question.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Deputy Chair, you have the floor.
joni won ɗum arde landago ɗon ko ɗum woni député kiya ɗum woni hekkiɗo e kiyama noon.
Thank you, Mr. Sow. Mine is a simple question.
a jarama min landagol angal no weeɓi ha.
It's in relation to the treatment you had during your detention.
ɗum ɗon no faati e banggal ñawdugol ngol heɓunoɗa wattu mo andanda hiɗa e jungo.
You have said very clearly that you were denied treatment for your eyes, so it's very clear.
haali ɗum ɗo laɓɓini wondema wattu mo wonoɗa e jungo ɗum woni wattu mo nanganoɗa ɓe salino ɓe jaɓanimo naɓude ñawdugol.
But you said when you went in with glasses, eyesight glasses, and they removed them from you.
wi a haali ɗo nder haala ma gilandema ɓe nanguma ɓe naɓuma a yaaduna e lone ɗum woni wandana weeɓinante pour yi'ugol ma ngol seeɗa.
Does this mean that people who go in with aids, such as eyesight glasses or crutches, are not allowed access to those aids in the hospital, in the prison, sorry?
a wi no wondema gila yaadunoɗa e ɗe lonema ɓe jaɓɓunoɗe nda ɗum no firti wondema kala yahuɗo toon mo andandama himo yaadi e goɗɗum ko andandama ko ɗum faabitotomo e nder kaso ton no wawi siko boofojo siko leggal on tigui jogui ɓe jaɓa e leggal ngal siko an comme no wonirɗani ko guite maɗen ɓe wiiɗa ɓe jaɓɓi lonema nda ɗum no wayini wondema kala no yahowo toon sino yaha toon ko wallitotoma kon an e on ñawma ɓe jaɓa e ɗum jungo ma.
On my side, what they told me was that I am a detainee.
So
and they said I cannot be using glasses and I cannot have a watch.
Prescription lenses, crutches.
But those who were with me at the detention center there, I saw some people with some prescription glasses and some people were working with crutches. But those people were people who were tried and convicted.
Thank you. Imam C.
Imam C. Commissioner Imam C. One ma arde elandagol.
Greetings to you, Mr. Sow. Yes, well, I am saying sorry to you for the suffering that you encountered. And up to this time, you can still continue and say thanks to Allah as far as you survived, you were able to make it to come out of that place. And that's also thanks to Allah. I have two things to ask. First thing is, how were you performing your religion? And during the Ramadan, were you able to fast and perform your religious duties? But because I heard that at the time you were reading the Quran. Second thing is, Njoguba, when Yaya Jammeh asked him, what made him to give Yaya Jammeh that reply? Was he afraid, or whatever was it which made him to tell Yaya Jammeh that you have gone for further studies in the United Kingdom instead of telling him that you have been incarcerated in a prison? Well, was it that he was trying to hide something?
Baba Commissioner, jarama.
Thank you very much, Father Commissioner. For your first question,
what
you tell us, you land people, whatever happens to a person is from Allah and we accept it with faith. And always that's the straight path of Allah. Because for me, when I was being taken to mile 2,
Islamic studies primary school.
apart from the Islamic studies that I did at the primary school,
heko mbawmi ko janginde hoore am from English translation.
and what I was able to teach myself from the English translation,
woni ko defte bindete arab dum siwe e pular walla he siwe he anglais.
and what they write in Arabic, the books that they write in Arabic and translated into English.
Taw ial arab ala ko ngandumi en.
At that time, I didn't know anything in Arab writings.
Kono ko gonmi ton adi ko gonmi ton ko mbeli mi wawa yejide tampereji walla mijoji kewdi di natume jangol bukuji.
But during my incarceration, what helped me was that I started reading books just to forget, just to kill time and try to educate myself.
General Obi Mbaye kanko mo jogino library outside mo hemno connection gadana mo bukuji so mi jangi don bukuji jaade bukuji chapan nayi e bukuji tati novels.
General Obi Mbaye had a library of his own outside, and books were being brought to him in the prison. So I was able to read about 43 different books which were brought to him in prison.
One day, Arinyalande Wasa Kamara.
There was one day somebody called Wasa Kamara.
Kamne ko captain ko tono sokano ko motawano he case Colonel Ndur Cham.
He was a captain in the army. He was also locked there because he was involved in Ndur Cham's case.
O wi kam so dum ko jangata ko de defte fof de ko andi kanko ko mansuwanke min ko pullo so o fala dum wadde jali wi kam ndoge gañi men be karante ñi novelo la neo ke kamilo la tombi ke mori bati.
As far as we were bantermates, he told me, younger brother, all these books that you are reading, if you have been reading the Quran, by now you would have been a very big marabu.
So nyanden nyande kempin me last edition of Dan Brown Inferno mako.
The last day I completed reading a book by Dan Brown called The Inferno.
That's
the day when I went to Wasa and I told him that I want to read the Quran. He said, okay, and that's the day he started to teach me little by little. But how it was, Allah wanted to help me. Allah made it very easy for me to read the Quran. This is how I started to learn the Quran. God made things very easy for me, from the pronunciation to the phonetic symbols and everything that goes along with reading. Allah made everything very easy for me until I was able to catch up things by myself.
So
during my days in the prison, I think I was able to read it about 14 times. 16 times. And also in the Ramadan.
Min Wasa Kamara Kulute Mane.
Myself, Wasa Kamara and Kulute Mane.
Seka, something Seka, tough guy, soldier will not come.
And somebody with the surname of Seka, he was a soldier and a tough person.
Men badan no put in the real, Kolabi Jeluata, Jipin the Camilo and the Luru Kokai.
We used to argue, how many times can you read and complete the Quran? How many times can you do it in the month of Ramadan?
Men badan no compete.
We were competing.
So, Alhamdulillah.
So, thanks to Allah.
The Sileuru Korka 40-minute mile 2 ton, Urnoton ko heo de fof, ko benganunda ben chokama ben badino 0 mile jimat be de fof hande kadi gede aduna yalti mo be ton ko dina tan ko Allah tan be ngandi.
Most of the people inside the prison, as far as they were locked inside, we realized that most of them decided to forget whatever exists out of the prison. They forgot worldly affairs, and most of the people in there decided to concentrate on the religion, and they started learning and teaching themselves.
Gila bengandi min ya jame ina adani kam to prison to mbeli mi ho halana dum hobe warete before be nangi kam kom broda mabbe.
After they all realized that my reason for coming to prison was not because Yaya Jammeh sent me there as a spy. When they realized the reason why I was in the prison, most of those people became my friends and they decided coming nearer and nearer to me.
So be yuruma kam wana onon fof no yuruma dan kam ni.
And they also showed their pity for me, as you people decided to show me your pity of the sufferings I encountered.
Family am okat neldetano kam ko mi nyami ton because be wadano ko ala kono mi meda mankire abere sukara.
My family were not allowed to send anything to me, food, whether it was food or anything. But I never lacked anything, even sugar. I never lacked anything in the prison.
And so wasa kamara kadi wakili mo kanko kala ko nyinno mi ton wala no kambo Aliou Joben ha be fof mi wata no be fof kono be fof be walli kam kala ko soklu no mi der prison ton si wona yaltugol kala ko mi falano der ton be wala no kam.
Wasa Kamara was somebody who really stood by me. Whatever I needed in the prison, Wasa will provide for it, and people like Aliou Job and some others. I cannot name all of them, but these people are wonderful people who really helped me.
So lewru korkane alhamdulillah kala rew tawno lebidi tawdi min ton di kay men kori di haadi gasi ha men ha Allah andi dal alhamdulillah.
As for the Ramadan, thanks to Allah, we were able to fast all the days of the Ramadan, and we did everything accordingly. So thanks to Allah, we were able to do that in the jail. The second one, can you repeat that one?
Commissioner si oil London dimmangal rewro
mangal mbimi holko njoguba sudanno ha o wawi wi hada UK te an hadat mile 2.
The second one was that why was Njoguba hiding the fact that you were in mile 2 when Yaya Jammeh asked him, he told Yaya Jammeh that you were in UK. Was there something that he was hiding?
Min konon duwa anigam.
Well, that's what it looked.
Sidumala. Siwarano dum.
If it is not that.
Hay so ko mi wardo ne do ko hunde ko ganduda Njogu andi mi wadani.
Even if I had killed a person, and Njogu knows that I didn't commit that.
Ten Njogu kanko mo andi laabi jelu min hore am ban mi risk wonki am fi kanko odada.
And Njogu knows how many times have I risked my life to help him so that he can survive. He knows that very well.
Ni mondara kam sita woni ko fenande yo call commission o halnabe.
Right now, I'm sure he's watching the commission, and I am testifying. Even if I am saying anything that is untrue, he can right now make calls to the commission and say what he wants to say. And I swore by this Quran.
Komi mi hoccani idea ko Njogu hulatno Yaya Jammeh on waktu ko hulatno Yaya Jammeh ha hulamo wiide Mamadou Sow ko an sokimbo homo derto.
I see no reason which will make Njogu to become so afraid, or what will turn him for him to tell Yaya Jammeh that I am in UK when he knows that I am in prison. I have no other reason to think of why Njoguba didn't tell Yaya Jammeh that it was yourself who locked Mamadou Sow in jail.
So me andi Njogu tan ala owawa osokata kam owawa kam sokle.
I know Njogu alone, him alone cannot lock me up.
Kono kala information bo Yaya Jammeh okano takdo ha Yaya Jammeh wi sita woni ko Yaya Jammeh soki kam kala information bo okano ha wadi ha soki kam Njogu wasta andude on information.
If any information that was given for Yaya Jammeh, from Yaya Jammeh for me to be locked up, Njogu will know that information. He is aware of everything about me. So I don't see any information that Njogu doesn't know about me, especially about my incarceration in jail.
So dum don fof min kay ko halani kam ko dum jeftumi tem ko dum nangi mi bay Allah wanno holare hakkunde amen mido kala ko halano kam do gumi dum ha joni mido gumi wonde ma sayi o wi Yaya Jammeh wonde ma min ko UK ngonmi to taw mo andi mi no mailtu ko kulno do mebi si tay woni Yaya Jammeh ko he lobre woni walla homo pari wadde ko boni homo dabbo mo wadi ko on hombo o wadi nden bonde o wi ambo hoto o yabboy woni bele si o andi si Njogu wimo mo mailtu den ara wada kam den bonde mebi taw Njogu ko dum hulno ha o wi mo awe.
Njogu is somebody, we know one another, we are well acquainted, and what he told me when I asked him this question, what he told me, I took it with faith, and I believed in him. Because Njogu happens to be somebody who knows what took me to Mile 2. So now, after Yaya Jammeh asked him this question, for him to turn around and tell Yaya Jammeh that he is in UK, and he didn't tell Yaya Jammeh that the boy is in prison, well, it might be that he suspected that Yaya Jammeh is somebody who is erratic. He might have been very angry, or Njogu might think that Yaya Jammeh will turn around and do something very, very bad to me, or he might do something else which will be seriously negative about me. Maybe that's what he might be thinking of, or that's what he suspected. This is why he gave Yaya Jammeh the answer that he gave him.
Thank you. Imam Jallo, you have the floor, please.
Ajarama, Imam Jallo, wani ma arre landagol.
Modou Sow.
Amadou Sow.
Koye pular mi haalata.
Naam.
Andi a heɓi mette aduna. Muñi ɗum ha Allah yaltinima.
I know that you have suffered really in this world, but now you are out.
Hiɗa wawi naɓude hakkille maɗa.
You can still use your mind.
Ha ndara ha anda ko honɗum waɗi ha ɓe happuma ɓe fawma ɗe mette ko ɓe fawma ko.
You can still sit down and think and rationalize why something like this was placed on you, why they did this to you.
Siko bonki yimɓe ɓen.
If it is people, wicked people who decided to set you up,
Tawi ko naafigiyagal rek.
or is it because of hypocrites who decided to do this to you?
Kako fi Allah okkima hakkille ɗa waɗa golle moƴƴuɗe.
Or it is Allah who gave you a good mind to be doing a good job?
Waɗi ha miɗo landama o question.
The reason for me to ask you this question
Koya wallu sukaɓe Gambia.
is for you to help the youth
hakkille.
of the Gambia. Give them a mind.
Hono hakkille mo Allah okkuma on.
Just like the mind that God gave you.
Ha muñuɗa ha Allah yaltimma e ko wonɗa kon.
Whatever happened to you, you decided to take it with faith until you came out.
Yo Allah waɗane jam.
May Allah protect and bring peace to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sow. If you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed to do so now.
Mr. Chairman, the Honorable Commissioners, Council, my councils there, from the lead council to the deputy and all the other councils, all other protocols observed, my press, my friends here. I don't have much to say, to be honest. I have been praying that this day come at a time when at least we can say that whatever happened in this big hall, whether it is from me or from anybody else.
Take it bit by bit so that we can translate it in fuller. We wonde mo yetta yimɓe wonɓe ɗo ɓen fof mo yetta council makko ɗum woni lawyer makko kañum e journaliste ɓe wonɗo ɗo ɓen kañum e wajiraɓe makko ɓe wonɓe ɗo ɓen fof e commissionnaɓe ɓen.
I have been praying for this day to come.
Yo ɓooyi torade Allah de ñalande wona nde ñalande yo aru.
That I would sit down and tell a panel of honorable Gambians
nde wondema o meeɗa jooɗade o haala e sengo makko ko andanama ko no heɓi mo jooɗo e yewtana e yimɓe ɓe andana ko yimɓe suɓaɓe yimɓe tedduɓe e nder ndi leydi ɗo.
who are not only ready to listen,
ɓe andanama wondema ɓe wonani yimɓe taw wondema heɓe pare pour jooɗagol jantinomo,
but also ready to make closures.
te ha joni hara ɓen kadi heɓe pare pour ɓe waɗa fewjore e yewtere makko nden.
Ready to make me, to encourage me to move on.
te hiɓe pari pour ɓe jonnamo hamɓe on kadi pour yo jokku ko woni kon continue ko woni kon e mum ko moƴƴi kon.
I have given this type of testimony to some media houses outside the Gambia.
O wi nde yewtere nde woni waɗa ɗum façon mayre o meeɗide o jonnirinde e dulaji hewɗi ɗum woni yaasi leydi ndin ɗo ɗum woni e dame kibaruji hewɗi.
But it has never touched me so much as it has today.
o wi kono haalaji ɗi o haali ɗin yaasi fof ɗum meeɗamo memirde wona hande on e haala makko ko woni kon haalde ɗo kono ɗum memirimo noon.
Because then my audience were people who didn't know what happened in the Gambia.
Te on wattu on jamanu ɓen wonnoɓe mo e jantinade ɓen ko yimɓe ɓe andandama ɓe andano ko honɗum wonno dogude e nder ni leydi.
I voluntarily came here.
O wi o arde o rutti e ndi leydi ɗo hay goto nangani mo jungo ko beleɗe makko artirimo.
And decided to come to the commission here.
Te o heɓi e fewjoro nden pour o yera o jooɗo e yeeso commission on ɗo.
And share this piece of ordeal with all of you.
Te ayiye o fecca e caɗele ko heɓimo kon o feccida ɗum e yimɓe ɓen.
So that in the long run,
ayiye wondema e nder ɗum
I will have a peace of mind that at least whatever happens, I have been heard.
o wi ayiye wondema o heɓay hakkille dariɗe e hoore makko e sengo makko o faamay kankadi no wayi fof no wayi ko yimɓe ɓe nanimo kankadi e sengo makko ngon ko no woniri noon.
And it gives me the assurance that
ɗum jonnimo anni hamme on le
the perpetrators of whatever happened to me and to any other person who had passed through what I had passed through are also hearing.
yimɓe waɗuɓe mo ɓen ɗe caɗele e makko ɓen ɓen kadi jonniɓe laawol wondema ɓe jooɗo ɓe jentinomo ɓe nana ko heɓimo kon.
They will know that yes, whatever game they were playing at me, if they were playing one, I was not playing along with them because I didn't know what happened.
ɗum holla ɓe wondema baɗe ɗe ɓe wonnoɓe wadde fof ko baɗe ɗe andandema wondema kanko dal o bokkano e baɗe ɗen.
And just like I used to do in prison as a survival tactic, I will still encourage myself with the same survival tactic here by my own slogan.
O wi feere nde waɗayno nden nde wonno nden ka kaso nden ɗum woni ƴoyre nde waɗayno nde ha joni ko nden ƴoyre wotere o kontinta ɗo ɗum woni ɗum.
I used to encourage myself every day of the two years that I spent there. I said to myself, well, they can kill me, they can imprison me, but they can never imprison my innocence, they can never kill my innocence. Even if I die, my innocence will live.
Hiɓe wayla warde kono siɓe waraylan kadi ɓe wawata warde lan ittude gonga ngon ko woni kon e an e ko moɗani kon kadi goɗɗo wawata lan gongintinde ɗum sakko wiya hiɗa gongilalan ɗum.
So this also gives me the opportunity to tell those people who I work with.
ɗum kadi jonnimo laawol ɗum woni o haalana yimɓe ɓe andanda himo liggota ɓen ɓe o liggotata ɓen.
Whether it is now or before.
Ndako joni ndako siko joni siko ko yawti kon kadi.
Let them know that I was incarcerated but I did nothing.
Foti famude wondema o nangama o sokama kono o waɗani hayfus.
I did nothing absolutely.
O waɗani hayfus ngal Allah.
So if any one of them were looking at me as though I had been doing things that were not consistent with the job that I do, or with the trust that and confidence that was bestowed on me.
Gollidata ɓen so yi woni mondoma hiɓe ndaredemo yitere wondema yitere bonde wondema kanko ko woodi ko waɗi ko andana ko boni e dow ligge makko ɗen.
I take this opportunity to say that since I am still on the oath, I am definitely innocent. I did nothing.
O wi ha joni nde wonno kanko ɗo yo haalde ɗo ko waati e alquran on ha joni mo laɓɓinde wondema e kanko dal o waɗani hayfus.
The second part, which I want to make very, very brief, is to thank before all of you honorable selves here. To acknowledge and recognize the effort of some of you. For not only me, but for other people who had no voice at the time. But they paved way to make voice for these people. They stood for me and they are still standing for others. Where at a time when nobody dared stand against Yaya Jammeh. I would like to thank the media, particularly the Froya newspaper, the Fatul Network, who published my case too. To my honorable attorney, Madam Sagar Jahate, thank them very much.
Yettugol be mum no feewiri
From the bottom of my heart.
te yettugol ngol no immori hakkunde bernde makko den ko laabere bernde woni be yettirde.
Not only from me, but on behalf of my family who couldn't be here to say it themselves.
Yettere nden kadi immorani ko kanko tan ko sengo makko tan no immore feccere be ngura makko den fof be andana wonde be fonno arde do kono be ronku arde pour be jentino CDA-gal makko ngal yeso commission on.
I will want this commission to help me with one single thing.
Wi kono ha joni himo faala commission on walla mo gedel gotel.
Because after whatever happened here today,
Wi sa dartindige kala ko wadi do hande,
when I go back to work,
si o ruttike ka place ka o gollata ton,
there are so many things that remind me of the past.
no wudi be gede dudude ko andana wonde andintinema ko yawtuno kon baawo.
I have so far ignored a lot of them.
Wi kanko nan o itti hakkille makko ko duudi e mum yejjinkini e mum ko duudi e mum ko wadno ton.
If there is any possibility,
Wi sawi hino wawi heɓade,
I want to change my work venue.
Wi o faala torade pour o wawa sansude e ka o liggotata ton o wawa sansude o immoro e gonɗon sengo.
Throughout my career as a civil servant,
Wi e ndel aduna makko on fof liggatagol e ley laamu,
I have served only one office.
ko nder office goto tan o liggi e nder gurdal makko ko gila fuɗɗi ligge laamu.
That's the office of the president.
Ɗum woni office jooma leydi ndin ka office makko.
I served the former government for 9 years.
O wi laamu wonnongu ɗo ngun o liggodima ɓe duuɓi 9
and ended up in detention.
O sakkitori e jungo.
And left government for close to 4 other years.
O acci laamu o liggodagol laamu ko yahata e nder duuɓi 4.
So now that we have a new dispensation,
o wi joni nde wonno wondema en heeɓi laamu hesuru,
I am back at the same office of the president.
o ruttintinama en office goto ɗum woni ko office e jooma leydi ndin.
But I think I have outlived my significance there.
O wi kono joni o sikki wondema e nafa makko on office o holliri ɗum.
So before it is shown to me that I have outlived my visa,
o wi ɗo e wiide hollirde wondema o yawti e visa mo o heeɓi ɗon o.
Definitely I would like to see if I can move somewhere else.
O wi ngal Allah gonga o faala etade o ndara wondema si o wawete dirtinede on ɗon office o yara dulago.
That will give me the peace of mind and give me that idea, the connotation of, yes, now I'm out of it completely.
O wi ɗum jonna mo ɓingol ɓernde e makko a yiye wondema o kankudi o goma e wondema gonga de joni dal mi yalti e nde mettere ɓernde e aduna an o.
At least for once.
E nder lawol gotol.
And with that, I would like to thank all of you
mi faala yettude on fof
for your time,
wattuji mon ɗi ƴettuɗon ɗin,
and for those who are viewing us from everywhere for taking time to watch. I've received a lot of messages telling me that some have not even gone to work, they want to watch it themselves.
yimɓe ɓe andandama hiɓe jooɗi nini ka galleji maɓɓe hiɓe jooɗi ɓe darden, woɓɓe ɓe andandama wondema hiɓe jooɗi ɓe darden ɓe yahani golle sa mi heeɓi ɗo e message uji ɗuɗi ɓe andandama wondema ɓe faminila wondema hiɓe darde haala an kan ɗo.
I want to thank all of them
mi faala yettude on fof,
and to tell them that the reason why I am here today was because I have the hope that coming here will give an idea to the people who are here, whose recommendations will matter tomorrow.
wi caɗele ko dalila ko sababu ko waɗi mi ari ɗo kon ko ɗum woni argol haalugol ɗo mi haala ko caɗele ko fawi e an kon a yiye wondema ɓe yehi golle ɗe yehi haade pari ɓe jonna yamirore nde andanama wondema nde wona yamirore nde andana nde nafoya e janggo.
Recommendations that will guarantee that my son and my daughter will go and work at the office of the president without fear of being detained.
Yamirore nde andandama wondema jango ɓiɓɓe makko ɓen kañum e sukaɓe makko ɓen kañum e miiraɓe makko ɓe ɓiɓɓe makko ɓen jango si ɓe heeɓi laawol Allah arsikiɓe ɓe o liggike en office kanko tika o wonno gollude ɗon a yiye ɗum nafoyeɓe jango.
At least to create measures where the system can no longer use their powers to abuse people's rights.
Ɗum jonnoyaɓe eɓɓore ɗe andama wondema ligge ɗe ɓe woni e munɗen siko ɓiɓɓe makko ɓen siko kala siko taniraɓe ɗum jonnoyaɓe eɓɓore ɗe andandama wondema ɗum jonnotaɓe ɓittere ɓernde ko andandama tampinaɓe e nder on office.
And also to speak on behalf of those at the prisons that are left there.
O wi ha joni kadi mo haala dow inde yimɓe ɓe andama wondema himo acci ka kasoto sokaɓe toon ɓen.
It's 5 years now.
Duuɓi jowi hikka guelandema.
But I promise them that whenever I go out, I'll be a mouthpiece to the world.
O wi jonnunoɓe ahadi wondema si mi yalti mi yeehi yaasi mi wonay e ɗengal mongal.
So I would like this commission to look at that prison carefully and definitely do whatever it is in your powers to ensure that the system puts in place a prison that is standard and commensurate to human life.
Ha joni himo toro on commission ƴettu doole mum ɗen fof ƴanama hiɗe jogii ɗen pour dartindo on e ngon hoggo ɗon ɗum woni pikkaso on ɗon ɓe ndaara ko honno ɓe wawata sansirde ton pour yimɓe wonɓe toon ɓen kadi kamɓe kadi ɓe heɓa e gurdal ngal andanɗa wondema e ngal wona ɓe seeɗa.
Now, with the hope that this type of commission will never happen in the Gambia again, where we'll be talking about trauma.
Aye wondema sifa heɓugol wona ɗum ɗo commission ɗum ɗo darnugol ɗum ɗo wigol yimɓe yo aru ɓe haala caɗele ɗe andanɗa mettu ɓernde ko andanɗa ko ɗum fawi e hoore maɓɓe e nder ndi leydi ɗo Gambia ɗo.
I pray that God gives the Gambia the peace that we've always been known for and we've been yearning for, and let it reign and stay here in this country.
Mi toro Allah e Allah hulat ɗon e okku en jammu andandama wondema aduna on ɗo fof ndu tundu ɗo fof ko on jammu andira ɗen ete enen kadi ko on jammu wonɗe e ngaɓanaɗe sundulla pour on jammu e daro e leydi ndin.
I thank you all.
Mi yetti on fof.
Thank you.
On jarama.
Jarama, Mr. Sow, and thank you very much again, for coming to testify before us.
A jarama kiyaman wi a jarama pour jaɓɓugol ma ara e jonna e seedeyagal ma ngal e yeeso commission on ɗo.
Prisoners, some detainees focusing very much on a period of detention on reading the Gospels.
Wi yimɓe ɓe andandama heɓe joga ka kasoto pour ɓe accita hakkilleji maɓɓe pour janngugol e bukkuji ɗi andandama ɗum e faaminaɓe uddintita hakkilleji maɓɓe kadi.
Ends up having some impact on these detainees.
Oyi ka sakitorum ɗum adday caɗele woɓɓe e maɓɓe ka hakkilleji maɓɓe.
The mildest of the impacts
oyi ɗe nder ɗe caɗele
is how they end up after leaving the detention, how they end up speaking in biblical and Quranic terms.
Oyi siɓe ɗum woni siɓe accitama kadi ɓe joga toon ko no ɓe yewtirta noon ɗin ɗi alquranuji ɗin kañum e ko ɓe janggi toon kon ɗen no ɓe haalirta ɗum no ɓe yewtirta ɗum noon.
I was waiting for your longer intervention in English to see whether or not you would be using biblical and Quranic terms.
Oyi hari mi ɓooyi habbadema mi ndaara miɗo acciti hakkille ma e nder haala ma kan a haalay ɗo haalaji ɗi andanama wondema ko ɗum a jangi ɗum ɗon ka kaso toon ɗum woni e nder sengo alqur'ana on nde a haalaynanen men ɗum ɗo.
I think you've done extremely well.
Sikki wondema a waɗi ko no feewi ko feewi.
And speaking in normal terms with all of us, but not forgetting reference to the Quran.
Haaldi menen ɗo fof ɗo kono a yejjitani anditoji ɗi anduɗa jannguɗo ɗi jannguɗade ka kaso toon ɗin ko e nder sengo alquran on a yejjitani ɗi.
Just a quick story on that phenomenon.
Taari ka goto mo andandama wondema hino nandodiri e ɗum ɗon.
When Sani Abacha died in Nigeria,
gilandema Sani Abacha feƴƴini e leydi Nigeria,
and Abubakar Abdul Salam became acting head of state.
Abubakar Abdul Salami on jooɗi ɗon o halfina laamu ngu.
The Secretary General of the UN went there to encourage the military to get back to the barracks and allow civilian rule to prevail in Nigeria.
United Nations Secretary General maɓɓe mawɗon o yehi toon pour o wawa yewtude militaire uɓe ɗum woni soldat uɓe pour ɓe yo jaɓimɓe o wawa ɓe jaɓinde pour ɓe rutto ka camp ɓe jona leydi ndin civilian ɓe ɓen.
During his 4-day visit in Abuja,
o wi nder ɗen balɗe nayi ɗe o yahuno e koɗoyagal e nder Nigeria Abuja,
Chief MKO Abiola was in prison.
Chief MK Abiola harimo e nder kaso.
Abiola had claimed that he won the presidential election in Nigeria.
Abiola o wi wondema kanko gagnino e wote wannoɗo ɗen e Nigeria.
The military locked him up.
Militaire uɓen soki mo.
And he was in solitary confinement for several years.
Se ko sokano ton ko ɗum woni solitary confinement duuɓi heewɗi.
But during that visit of the Secretary General in Abuja,
United Nations Secretary General maɓɓe on gila o yahuno e koɗungal e leydi Nigeria.
The Nigerian Secret Service secretly came in the middle of the night.
Nigeria gardoɓe maɓɓe andawa ɓe jogii gardugal ngal e nder gundoji ɗin ɓe yehi Nigeria ton.
To take him to meet with Abiola.
Ɓe yehi pour ɓe naɓimo pour yo yiidu e Abiola.
I went with him.
O yaadi e makko kanko tigi e hoore makko.
We were put in unmarked cars.
Ɓe wonno ɓe moto ɗi anndanɗa wonde motoji ɗin anda ɗi ala ko anditirte.
And taken to Aso Rock, that's the presidential compound.
Ɓena wiwe ka président galle président on.
Abiola was taken from his prison cell.
Abiola ɓe yehi ɓe ƴettoyimo ka kaso ton ka o jogaa ton.
And put in a guest house in the presidential compound.
Ɓe waɗi mo e galle goɗɗo yanda ko galle pour hoɓɓe ka galle hoɓɓe yandana ko ka galle ka président ton.
When we arrived there, we got into the room and he was sitting in his big agbada.
Gila ɓe hewti ɗon kamɓe tigi ɓe tawimo himo jooɗi ka suudu makko ka suudu makko ton.
And he was just saying to the Secretary General, your face is familiar, who are you?
O wi Secretary General ɗum woni United Nations Secretary General o wimo wondema yeeso ma gonno wayni ko miɗo anditingo ko an woni hombo.
Anan was more concerned about his health and his condition.
Kono kanko nu hari o mijanoki fi angal cellal makko ngal kañum no woniri ɗon noon ka kaso.
But occasionally he would repeat his question, who are you, who are you?
Kono ha joni himo rewto tan landagol Secretary General ko a woni hombo ko a woni hombo.
Because he said they didn't tell him who was coming. They just asked him to put on his agbada and said you're going to meet an important person.
Wi sabu o wiano ko wondema ko hombo o woni hawrode e mum ko be yimo wondema tan borno imo paroda borda yahi de yaade hawrugol e neddo monana ko neddo teddudo.
Anyway, finally Anan said to him, Anan and SG of the UN.
Wi kasakitoron no gila yarno tan dum Secretary General United Nations Secretary General.
He got up and shook his hands very, very hard.
Mi o jondi mo jungo no moƴƴiri.
And then he said to him, what happened to the Egyptian?
Landimo ko ndu wadi Egyptian jon.
That's Boutros Ali.
Ɗum woni wiyeteɗo Boutros Ghali.
But in all these discussions with him,
e nder ka haala fof ko andana feƴƴi hakkunde maɓɓe e makko.
He said for the 3 years or so he had been in jail.
O wi nder duuɓi tati fof ɓe andana wondema himo ko kaso nu.
He wasn't talking to anybody.
O haldatano hay goto.
The staff in the area would not talk to him.
Liggotoɓe ka kaso toon ɓen haldatamo.
There was only the Bible and the Quran on his desk.
Wonno wajirawo makko toon tan ko ɗum woni Alquran noon kañum e Bible on ko ɗum tan o jogino ɗon.
He read those 2 Gospels for years.
Yimbukkuji ɗiɗi fof o jangiɗi e duuɓi heewɗi.
And several times.
E wattuji ɗuɗuɗi kadi.
And throughout the conversation, he was just speaking in biblical and Quranic terms.
Nder kan haala fof hakkunde makko e Secretary General ko Alquran on tan o haalano kañum e Bible on ko jangi kon ton ko ɗum o janggayno.
I was waiting to hear you speak in those terms.
O wi ankadi ko ɗum o harim ko ɗum o wonno accitude hakkille e ma nda ankadi a haalayno e ko jannguɗa kon ko kaso ton ko faamite ko manditiɗa kon.
Sorry you had to go through so much suffering.
Kono ha joni mo wiyama masa mo toro e yafuye ko andanda ko ɗum fawi e ma gilandema wonda e jungo.
For no reason at all.
Ko andanda wondema dalila o dalil ala e ley mum.
Later on, I said to Abiola, when he was asking lots of questions about the Gambia, I said to him, I didn't hear you say anything about Gambia, how it's referred to in the Bible and the Quran. But he was quite gracious. Unfortunately, a week after we met him in Abuja, he died. But again, thank you so much, Mr. Sow, for coming to testify before the commission. We wish you and your family all the best. This brings us to the end of our proceedings today. We will meet tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Thank you very much, and the meeting is adjourned.